어딘가 고마운 듯한 그런 표정은 so blue. 쳐다보기가 눈두는 내 방향. 나 혼자라고 남겨져. 깊은 생각 속에 잠겨. 도저 하나 별을 그리곤 했어. 가장 달콤한 순간 바이든 단 하루 내 품에 안은 순간 바이든 waiting in line to get on the ferry, and like for some reason there's a bunch of people getting on the ferry today. Well, what's going on today? Why are there so many people? It just occurred to me why there might be so many people. I am later than I usually am going on the ferry because, which I should have filmed it, but sorry. Yesterday Epi kept me up till like 5 a.m. and I was up for like 22 hours. So the only time I got to sleep was from 5 to 10:30. Oh, I gotta drive. Okay, what was I saying? I drove onto the ferry. Yeah, so I slept from like 5 to 10:30, so I had like 5.5 hours of sleep. I am super tired. I did not want to get up, but I want to be home before group live, which group live isn't too early. It's at 8:15 p.m. my time. But speaking of scheduling, I'm a little irritated with myself, I guess. Epi originally scheduled group live yesterday on Sirius's birthday to be at 10:15 a.m. their time, which would have been 7:15 p.m. my time. But then they're like, it's might be really bad weather, so it could change. Like, okay, that's fine. But then the update for them changing the schedule, they said, okay, so the schedule from 10:15 has now changed to 11. I think it's at 11:45. No. The update was actually, you know what? I can just bring it up. That would be better. And I should have known better, but brain just decided not to function. It was originally scheduled for 10:15 a.m. The update says the group scheduled for around 10:15 p.m. I'm like, it was a.m. has been postponed to around 11:45 p.m. tomorrow. And I'm like, p.m. doesn't sound right, but is it tomorrow right? I don't know. But then you look at the Japanese, that was the English. The Japanese one says 10:15 p.m. and 11:15 p.m. And I'm like, so wait, is it 11:15 or 11:45? They don't match. And is it for today or is it for tomorrow? So I had an alarm set for 7:15 and nothing happened. So then I started doing something, which is usually something I don't do. I usually just sit there and wait for Epi, but I was trying to be wise with my time. And then they ended up going live at 11:45 their time, which was 8:45 p.m. my time, and I was not prepared. I did not have my tablet sitting next to me. I should have known better. I should have known it wasn't tomorrow, that it was still that day. But uh yeah. So we had group live from 8:45 p.m. till, oh goodness, how long was group live? I don't remember. It's probably about till like 11:30. Wait. Serious is 4. Yeah, it ended around 11 p.m. ish. So from 8:45 to like 11 p.m. And then I had like a 2-hour window until the next live stream for like Sirius's birthday on YouTube. So I'm like, that's not a whole lot of time to rest. So I was just doing other things, and then I joined the Sirius's live, and then how, I don't even remember how long that one was. It's like an hour. But then after that, it was the FannyCon live, the fan club live for Sirius's birthday, Sirius's quiz. So then that went on, and I was up till 5 a.m. And I'm like, oh my god. Usually when I'm going to work on the ferry, I leave earlier than I did today. But I was like, nah, I need sleep. I'm tired. I need to be able to function. So that's how insane I am. Like, and of course, the one time that I'm not sitting there ready is when I needed to be sitting there ready. So, like, of course, this is why I don't. That's why I never do things when I'm waiting for a beep. I really should have known better, but whatever. I was there at least. And the only way I actually do know is because YouTube notifies me. TikTok will not notify me no matter what I do. I have tried contacting customer support, which TikTok's customer support is a joke. I don't think it's people. I think it's AI. Which, I have a funny story about that. Multiple times, more than once, TikTok would not renew my auto renew subscription to like Epi or Leia, and I find the tag very important because it changes the longer you're there, the icon changes. So I want to keep it and show how long I've actually been subscribed. But there was a time when Ray's wouldn't, it did not auto renew, even though I had it set to auto renew, and it was on the card that had money. Like, it wasn't on a card that was empty, and they just said it failed. And I'm like, that, no. And like, I tried contacting TikTok, got nowhere with that. TikTok's like, oh, you need to contact Google because it's, payments are run through Google. I tried contacting Google. They didn't understand me whatsoever, and it was hilarious. And, well, it was funny but sad because the tag's important to me. I lost it for like 2 months. I had to use my other accounts, so pissed me off. But eventually TikTok fixed my tag a little bit. I don't know if like the actual number date's correct, but the actual version of the tag got fixed way later. But anywho, trying to talk to Google, it was not understanding that the payment never went through. They're like, oh, you're trying to get a refund. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to get a refund. You were supposed to charge me and you didn't charge me. And it wouldn't go anywhere. Eventually, I was like, are you even a human? Doesn't respond. I'm like, you're AI, aren't you? Doesn't respond. And it's like, this has been closed. This matter has been closed. Like, didn't even, like, let me do things. They just closed my case. And I'm like I had this was a while back, so I don't remember all the details, but like I took screenshots and I was showing my family, like, look at how ridiculous this conversation was. I'm like, this is definitely not a human. And it's hilarious how it just avoided that question altogether and then closed the case. That was a tough time because it took away my ray attack, even though I had it set to pay. And like what was really terrible about it was, um, like when I realized it didn't auto renew, I went to just renew it myself. You know, instead of automatically just go in and renew it, and it wouldn't let me. It was like, you need to contact customer support. And customer support's like, it's not our problem. Contact Google. And Google's like, it's not our problem. Contact TikTok. Nobody did anything. I almost drove to TikTok headquarters to riot, but I didn't. I thought about it. It is taking forever. We're still sitting on the ferry. What time is it also? It's now 12. I had myself scheduled to show up at work at 11. It's a good thing that I can just change it. I've been talking too long, so if you actually listen to my rant, thank you. Oh, I just remembered I wanted to mention. When I walked out of my house this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, it is so hot. What is the temperature? I get in my car and it tells me it's 80 outside. 80. I'm like, what the? Too hot. We went from too cold to too hot. What is this? It's hot.